Welcome to Karma Canvas, the 10 Sons of Indu, how meditation transforms reality into Godhood. In the timeless realm of spiritual wisdom, where ancient sages unveiled the deepest mysteries of existence, there sat the great Vasistha before the young Prince Rama. The evening light filtered through the ashram, casting long shadows across the marble floor. Rama's heart yearned to understand the true nature of reality, and Vasistha, with eyes that had gazed into infinity itself, prepared to share a teaching that would forever alter the prince's comprehension of what is possible. Rama had witnessed wonders, the kingdoms of men, the splendor of emperors, even visions of celestial realms. Yet something still escaped his understanding. How could the infinite consciousness create endless universes within itself? How could meditation reshape the very fabric of existence? Vasistha smiled, seeing the question burning in his student's eyes, and began to speak of a tale that held the answer. The story of 10 extraordinary young men whose aspirations touched the very heart of creation itself.
Once, O Rama, in a place called Suvarna Jata near the sacred Mount Kailasa, there lived a holy man named Indu, descended from the great sage Kasyapa. He and his beloved wife had been blessed with all conceivable comforts, prosperity, beauty, learning, and virtue, yet one gift eluded them: the blessing of children. Their hearts burned with this longing, and so they made a sacred resolution to seek the grace of Lord Shiva himself through the most rigorous penance. For months upon months, Indu and his wife performed their austerities at the foot of sacred Kailasa. They consumed only the smallest quantity of water, standing motionless like statues carved from stone, becoming one with the mountains themselves. Their bodies grew thin, their skin weathered, yet their spirits blazed ever brighter with unwavering faith. They surrendered all attachment to comfort, all hope of personal gain, and offered only pure devotion to the divine. This is the power of sincere aspiration. Rama, it draws the attention of the very forces that govern the cosmos.
At last, when their penance had reached its ultimate perfection, when every cell of their bodies had been purified through unbroken meditation, the divine took notice. A luminous presence descended upon the sacred mountain, and in an explosion of celestial light, Lord Shiva himself appeared before the devoted couple. His cosmic form radiated compassion infinite as the void itself, and his third eye blazed with the fire of transcendent knowledge. The Lord spoke with a voice like thunder rolling across infinite valleys. "Your devotion has moved even me, the eternal observer. Ask of me what your hearts most deeply desire, and it shall be granted." With tears of joy streaming down their faces, Indu and his wife made their prayer. They asked not for wealth, not for power, not for heavenly pleasures, but only that they might be blessed with 10 worthy sons, sons devoted to truth and righteousness, sons who would walk the path of Dharma and honor the divine through their very lives.
And Lord Shiva granted their prayer, Rama. Within a short time, the holy woman gave birth to 10 sons of extraordinary brilliance, each one radiant as a star, each one born with wisdom already kindled in their hearts. These boys grew with astonishing grace, and by the mere age of 7 years, they had already mastered all the sacred scriptures, all the sciences of the universe, and all the knowledge that it takes ordinary men a lifetime to comprehend. They were blessings made manifest, each one a jewel among the sons of humanity.
Yet all blessings of the temporal world must eventually fade, as the Eternal One knows well. The years passed like water flowing to the ocean, and eventually Indu and his wife, having fulfilled their dharma and lived their lives in service and wisdom, gently released their physical forms and departed to the realms of liberation. The 10 young men, though blessed with every advantage, found themselves suddenly orphaned, grieving the loss of their beloved parents. The pain of separation cut deep, even into hearts that had touched the sacred scriptures. One evening, the 10 grieving brothers gathered together in the meditation chamber, where they had spent countless hours studying the sacred truths. Their hearts were heavy, yet within that heaviness burned a question that grew more urgent with each passing moment. They looked at one another with eyes that held both sorrow and wisdom, and the eldest spoke words that would forever alter the trajectory of their lives, words that would transform grief into aspiration. The eldest brother broke the sacred silence and spoke thus to his 9 siblings. "O brothers, what is worth aspiring to in this world? To be a king? To be an emperor? Even to be Indra, the god of heaven itself? These seem desirable to the ignorant, yet consider this. Even Indra, mightiest of all celestials, rules his heavenly kingdom for merely an hour and a half of the cosmic day, and then his time ends and he falls. But there is one lordship, one position, one achievement that stands eternal and unchanging: to become Brahma, the creator, the source from which all universes flow. This alone is worthy of our aspiration, for Brahma's reign endures for an entire cosmic epoch, an age beyond imagining. The other 9 brothers heard this wisdom, and their hearts resonated with its truth like strings of a veena perfectly tuned to the cosmic song. They spoke unanimously, "Yes, yes, this alone is the worthy goal. Then let us not delay. Let us immediately pursue the state of Brahmahood, that eternal creative consciousness which knows neither age nor decay nor death. We shall achieve this together, united in purpose as we have always been united in love." The eldest brother then gave instruction to all his siblings, a teaching that would become the foundation of their transformation. From this moment forward, let each of us contemplate as follows. I am Brahma, seated upon a full-blown lotus that floats in the infinite void. I am the creator of all universes. Within me dwell the sages in their divine forms, and within me dwells Saraswati, the goddess of wisdom and speech. Within me is all of heaven with all its celestial beings. Within me are the mountains, the continents, and the oceans. Within me are the demigods and the demons. The very sun shines within me. I am the source of all creation, and all creation exists within my consciousness. And the eldest continued, each of us must meditate further. Now the creation takes place through me. Now the creation exists within me and as me. Now comes the time for dissolution, the great return of all things to their source within my being. An entire cosmic epoch is complete. The night of Brahma descends when all that was created returns to primordial unity. Yet even in this dissolution, I remain. I am eternal, unchanging, untouched. I am not the body that withers, not the mind that falters, not the world that changes. I am the self, infinite, luminous, eternal, and forever liberated. This is my true nature, and this I now recognize and become. With these thoughts, they began their meditation with every fiber of their being concentrated into singular focus.
And so Rama, meditating in this manner, with their entire consciousness focused, their minds wholly absorbed, their very beings unified with the cosmic principle they contemplated, the 10 brothers became that which they meditated upon. They did not merely imagine themselves as Brahma. Through the power of unwavering spiritual practice, consciousness itself underwent a transformation. Their limited individual awareness expanded and merged with infinite creative consciousness. The boundary between meditator and object of meditation dissolved utterly.
Yet this was not the end of their journey, O Rama, but only its beginning. For countless ages afterward, the 10 brothers remained absorbed in their meditative state, standing motionless in that sacred chamber, their bodies slowly weathering away. Time itself seemed to lose meaning. Their physical forms, abandoned as superfluous shells, gradually withered and decayed. Wild beasts came and consumed what remained of their bodies. Rains fell upon them, and winds howled around them. Yet the brothers stood unwavering, their consciousness no longer bound to the corporeal realm, but merged with the eternal principle they had realized. But still, their meditation continued, unbroken through all this time. Disembodied and eternal, the 10 brothers stood in transcendent communion with the cosmic principle. Their consciousness had become so completely absorbed in the reality of Brahmahood that they existed beyond all normal categories of existence and non-existence. They had become the creators, the witnesses, the very fabric of reality itself. And still they stood, epoch after epoch passing like waves upon an infinite ocean, until at last came the end of a great cosmic cycle, the Mahapralaya, when all things returned to their source. In that moment of supreme dissolution, when all universes folded back into themselves, when the cosmic night descended and all creation returned to the primordial void, something extraordinary happened. The 10 brothers did not perish or disappear. Rather, they had already transcended the cycle of creation and dissolution entirely. Their consciousness, having merged fully with the eternal principle of Brahma, had become one with that which neither creates nor dissolves, the ultimate reality that stands unchanging before, during, and after every cosmic age. They had, through their unwavering meditation and sincere aspiration, achieved what few beings in any universe ever attain, liberation that is absolute and complete.
Thus ends the teaching of the 10 sons of Indu, O Rama. Reflect deeply upon what their story reveals. The mind alone is the creator of all that appears, all universes, all experiences, all apparent realities. Through concentrated meditation on truth, through sincere aspiration aligned with Dharma, consciousness itself can transform and expand beyond all limitations. What appeared impossible to their ordinary understanding became possible through persistent spiritual practice. They did not die, they transcended. They did not fail, they achieved the highest attainment. Their story is written in eternity itself, a beacon for all sincere seekers. Know this, dear Prince, you too possess this same capacity, this same inherent divinity. The only question is whether you will awaken to it.
The teaching, the mind alone creates all reality, and through unwavering contemplation aligned with divine truth, consciousness can transcend all limitations and merge with the very creative force of the universe. Subscribe to Karma Canvas for daily wisdom from ancient spiritual traditions.